everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wild card matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Cardinals going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. First carry for Ty Montgomery. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Patriot. Green, 30. Watch it now. Party. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now we give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
And some room to work. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Perriman in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go. No. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Son Reddick coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Third down at 8 now.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he is knocked down from the side at the 19. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. The toss play to Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go. What? None. What? None. Flex round.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They're going to look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
And the play clock's running down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. Pass the David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 49 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. on second down, Kamara. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Kamara. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
36. Go, run.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it. And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go. Leopard.
A give to the fullback on the dive. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Gun! All right, now, look at 56.
the give. This is their fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here of the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On now is the Packers punter, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a hit and a loose football. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now they'll run on the draw. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now it's another carry for the fullback Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. It's a little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 are those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. And Myers able to knock it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Again, this is Kamara, and he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Green, 39. Green, Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now. Green.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Slot man moves right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to advance to the divisional round. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, And they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, building this program up. And what my favorite coaches always talks about, brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance far.